Have you ever seen a dog that looks as if he's wearing a neatly trimmed beard, standing tall with a sense of dignity, and carrying himself like a king? That dog is the Airedale Terrier, often called the King of Terriers. But behind those noble looks lies a fascinating story, one that weaves together history, science, and a touch of adventure. Our journey begins in the mid-19th century in the Ayr Valley of Yorkshire, England. Back then, working-class hunters needed a dog that could do more than one job. They wanted a dog that could chase rats and otters along the Ayr River, guard their homes, and still be loyal to the family. So, they created a new breed by crossing the old black and tan terrier with the otterhound, and later mixing in other sporting breeds. The result was the Airedale Terrier, a bold, versatile, and intelligent dog built for endurance and courage. It didn't take long for the Airedale to prove its worth beyond hunting. During World War I, Airedales were sent into the chaos of battlefields. Imagine the scene: gunfire echoing, trenches filled with mud, and soldiers desperate for messages to reach the front lines. Through it all, these dogs ran tirelessly, carrying notes in little pouches strapped to their bodies. Many were wounded, some even fatally. But they kept going until their missions were complete. There are countless stories of Airedales saving lives by delivering messages under fire. Others worked with the Red Cross, searching for injured soldiers in no man's land. Their bravery earned them respect not only as hunters, but as heroes. When you look at an Airedale today, you can still see the traits that made them so remarkable. They are the largest of all terriers, standing up to 2 feet tall and weighing as much as 70 pounds. Their square, athletic build gives them both grace and power, and their signature beard gives them an air of wisdom, almost as if they know more than they let on. Their coat is another marvel. It is wiry on the outside, designed to repel dirt and water, while the soft undercoat keeps them warm and dry. This double coat is a scientific masterpiece of selective breeding, practical for the wet riverbanks where they first hunted, and still practical today for outdoor adventures. Unlike many dogs, Airedales don't shed heavily. Instead, their coats grow continuously and need a grooming technique called hand stripping, which removes old hairs so new ones can grow. But their physical traits are only part of the story. The Airedale's mind is just as fascinating as its body. Bred to work independently, these dogs developed sharp problem-solving skills. They had to decide whether to chase prey into the water or over land, whether to dig, swim, or wait in silence. That independence has carried over into their modern personalities. An Airedale is intelligent, quick to learn, but sometimes stubborn. They don't like doing the same task over and over without a purpose. If bored, an Airedale might invent its own entertainment, which could mean chewing your favorite shoes or redecorating your garden. Yet their intelligence also makes them wonderful family companions. They are playful, often clownish, and known to be affectionate with children. Their boldness is balanced with a gentle side that endears them to families around the world. Science gives us even more reasons to admire this breed. For instance, Airedales are known to have a high pain tolerance, which partly explains their success as war dogs and police dogs. Their otterhound ancestors passed down powerful noses that excel at wet scent tracking, meaning they can follow smells even over water and damp ground. This ability has made them valuable in search and rescue missions. And though they are medium to large dogs, they often live long lives, 10 to 13 years on average, with many living even longer when well cared for. Researchers who study canine behavior often use terriers as examples of strong prey drive, and the Airedale, as the largest terrier, represents this instinct at its peak. Their urge to chase, dig, and explore is not just behavior, it is biology, written into their genes by centuries of selective breeding. But perhaps the most compelling part of the Airedale story is the role they've played in people's lives. From humble beginnings as a hunter's companion, they rose to become war heroes, police dogs, loyal guardians, and cherished family members. Presidents and royals alike have kept Airedales, and countless ordinary families have found joy in their playful spirits. They have shown time and again that courage and loyalty can be wrapped in a wiry coat and a mischievous grin. So the next time you see an Airedale Terrier, standing tall with twinkling eyes and that dignified beard, remember that you're not just looking at a pet. You're looking at living history, a product of science and selective breeding, and a symbol of bravery and loyalty. The Airedale is not just the king of terriers. It is a reminder of the extraordinary bond between humans and dogs, a bond that has carried both through rivers, battlefields, and the passage of time itself. And that, perhaps, is the greatest fact of all. The Airedale Terrier is more than just a breed. It is a legend.